And we finally got Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane. Chill, we've been screaming about this Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane for a long time. UFC 321, Tom minus 325, Gane plus 260. We finally got the fight, but the world doesn't seem to believe, Chael, that it's a close fight. And I don't really agree with that line. I think this fight is much closer. Tom Aspinall minus 325, Ciryl Gane plus 265. What if Ciryl Gane wins? And John's like, I'm back. I already was in the testing pool. I was in the testing pool before he won. Give me a title shot. Would that not be the most ultimate move of all time? That shit would be hilarious.
That would be devious.
That shit would be hilarious.
It would be funny.
That shit would be hilarious.
He's going to get hated on for that.
Don't care.
But it's going to be funny.
He would make $10 million to become the heavyweight champ again.
Over a guy he just took down relatively. My man came out, he threw a couple of strikes. He said, nah, we wrestling.
The MMA world is split right down the middle. Some believe Tom Aspinall will bulldoze through Ciryl Gane at UFC 321, while others think the slick Frenchman might just be the one to slow down the heavyweight wrecking machine.
Tom Aspinall reveals that he's got 11% body fat at 115 kilos on his Instagram story. This guy's in the best shape of his life. It's scary to think he's at 11% body fat. 11% body fat, you're shredded. Look, apart from Ciryl Gane, who's in always decent shape, I feel like it's Tom Aspinall and every other heavyweight down here who don't treat themselves as professional MMA fighters.
I did take to Twitter to look at the community's response to this, and they called bullshit.
He put out the documents.
He probably is the best athlete in the UFC right now, but 11% is usually for the guys that are ultra shredded. I'm talking like probably Floyd Mayweather in his prime.
Tom, just let us know. Are you actually 11% body fat? Just let us know in the comments.
With fighters, coaches, and analysts all weighing in, the hype surrounding Clash couldn't be any higher. The undefeated in-title fights Brett is heading into his first official defense of the heavyweight crown, and every major voice in the division seems to have something to say about how it'll all play out.
Tom Aspinall is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. What's the first step for him?
You give him the one contender, Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane is somebody that's a big heavyweight, that's very agile. I don't think Tom Aspinall gets rid of him right away like he has with other people. And I think that'll be a big indication if John Jones wants to come back and reclaim that bout once again.
I think you're absolutely right. Fight that makes sense. Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane. Let's make that happen. Ciryl Gane is, people forget how fantastic he is. A guy that can kind of float around the octagon, touch you, kick you, hit you with elbow. He's just a complete game. But man, Tom's movement, his boxing, speed, and his power, it's very, very difficult to doubt this man anymore.
Among those who have shared their thoughts is Alexander Volkov, a man who's been engaged with both Aspinall and Gane. Volkov has an interesting perspective because he's felt both fighters' power and style firsthand. When he looks at the matchup, he sees it as a true toss-up. Having lost to Aspinall by submission and then dropped a controversial split decision to Gane in his last fight, Volkov knows just how dangerous both can be. He acknowledges Gane's movement and improved ground game, but also recognizes that Aspinall's explosiveness and precision make him a nightmare for anyone. He said, "This fight is 50-50, I think," Volkov told MMA Junkie. Both of them are good, and Ciryl Gane is really good with his movement, with his legs and everything. He's not so bad at grappling now. He started working a lot on his grappling and his ground skills, so I think it's 50-50. From Volkov's point of view, on paper, Aspinall might look like the more complete fighter, but the fight itself could swing either way once that cage door shuts. Volkov's own experience against the two adds even more credibility to his breakdown. His defeat to Aspinall came fast, a first-round submission that displayed just how dangerous the Brit's grappling and timing can be. However, Gane pushed Volkov to the edge in a tightly contested match that ended with many fans divided over the judge's decision.
No, listen, from our perspective, that's what happened genuinely.
Oh, listen, I swear to God, I'm the agent. And I was asking a journalist from even Arena when you're talking, talk with Enter, talk with Dana. Never there has mentioned your name or any fan before Manchester. That's the first time July.
But you have to understand, for us, they did mention Cyryl's name before. Maybe not to you, but to us.
Well, no. Mention is like, do you want to fight him? They never even mentioned to me, I swear. Like, all right. I can talk with any one of them.
I believe
so Ciryl was like, this is I don't understand
No,
because this
I
guy
got it,
looks
but
so good with me.
I'm only saying
and now I
from,
don't understand what's
but from my perspective,
Okay.
it's the truth. From your perspective, it might be different.
Okay.
But I'm just saying my truth. I would never make it up and be like,
Okay.
oh, he's a pussy or whatever. I wouldn't do that. I'm saying the truth from our perspective.
Now it makes sense for me.
No, of course. I'm never going to start making up some lies. But from our perspective, we got offered it before Manchester, and then again in Manchester, and that's what I know.
No, don't worry about it. This is like you. You like to fight.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
love
like,
it. We love it. We're going to fight, and it's going to be good.
you see, I told you it's something.
Cyryl's a good guy. I wouldn't say it for no reason.
Yeah.
We're here to fight, man. We're going to fight, and it's going to be good. But I didn't want you thinking like I just made it up to say something to the media or make it out like you guys look bad. That's genuinely what happened for us. So
Okay.
we're just saying the truth.
I believe you guys.
Oh,
and,
man.
Telling
thank you.
joking, but I saw neck tattoos.
While Volkov keeps things balanced, other fighters are leaning strongly toward one side. Alex Pereira, the reigning light heavyweight champion, also shared his perspective on the matchup. Despite acknowledging Aspinall's dominance and knockout streak, Pereira doesn't expect the Brit to make quick work of Gane. He believes this fight will play out differently than Aspinall's previous ones, which often end before the clock hits 5 minutes. For Pereira, the big difference lies in Gane's movement and patience. He sees Gane as someone who won't stand in front of Aspinall the way other heavyweights have, meaning this could turn into a longer, more tactical fight. Pereira's take comes with merit after all. Aspinall's recent record looks like something out of a highlight reel. In his last 3 fights, he's finished Curtis Blades, Sergey Pavlovich, and Marcin Tybura, and together they barely lasted over 3 minutes against.
What do you think about Aspinall and Ciryl Gane? Like who do you think you will win? And is the winner something that interests him?
Cara, ali é uma luta assim difícil, né? Mas, o Tom Aspinall, campeão, vem mais confiante. Mas assim, eu vejo que ele lutou com atletas também assim, muito agressivo, entendeu? E ele tá levando a melhor ali, mas acho que o Ciryl Gane ele é um cara assim mais, que movimenta mais. É um cara que não gosta de se expor, entendeu? Um pouco ali de medo e tal. Então, quando você tem um certo medo, um receio, você acaba não tomando muitos golpes. Então, a gente vai ver. Vamos ver, porque de repente ele pode frustrar um pouco, né? O Tom Aspinall ali, de passa ali primeiro, segundo, terceiro round, vai levando pro final. A gente não sabe como que ele vai se comportar também.
It's a tough fight, you know. Tom is a complete fighter, but I do feel like he's fought a lot of aggressive guys, and I think Gane is a guy who's going to do a lot of movement. He's going to be a little more cautious and you know, just moving around a lot. It might frustrate Tom, you know. So first, second, third round, maybe Tom can't find Ciryl Gane. So
that said, not everyone agrees. Jilton Almeida, who will share the UFC 321 card with both men, has no doubts about who's walking out with the belt. In his eyes, Aspinall's victory is practically guaranteed. Almeida, known for his elite grappling, sees Gane as someone who's been distracted from fighting. With the Frenchman spending time acting and appearing in films, Almeida questions whether Gane is truly an all-in on the sport anymore. For him, there's no room for half commitment at this level, especially when the title is on the line. Almeida believes Aspinall's complete dedication and hunger will be the difference, and he expects the Brit to dominate Gane without much trouble, pointing to his focus and commitment as major factors. He's set to face Alexander Volkov on the same night as the title fight, and that matchup could determine who challenges for the belt next. Almeida knows that a win over Volkov could easily earn him a shot at the winner between Aspinall and Gane.
That Aspinall beats Gane, you know, it seems like Gane has other priorities in his life right now, and once you're fighting at this level, there can be no other priority. You know, if you're fighting at this level, if you're fighting for the heavyweight crown of the UFC, you have to be all in, and it doesn't seem like that's the case for Gane right now. So I don't know, you know, and that's the thing. I get it that he's taking it because, you know, who's not going to take another title fight for the heavyweight belt? But I think, you know, his priorities are in a different place now.
As Almeida prepares for his own crucial fight, another heavyweight close to Aspinall has shared a different perspective. Martin Bude, who often trains alongside Aspinall and his team, expects nothing short of another spectacular finish from his friend. Bude has spent time with Aspinall's camp, working alongside him and Phil DeFries, a longtime KSW champion. Having seen Aspinall's preparation up close, Bude believes the champion is sharper than ever and fully ready for Gane. He's also personally invested, not only as a teammate but as someone who's benefited from training with the same group. The experience, according to Bude, has elevated his own skills and strategy, and he's eager to watch Aspinall defend the belt with another highlight reel performance.
Like, I love Tom Aspinall and like his team, his father, like everyone in that team. So I'm really looking up to that fight, and I will be cheering for Tom. I think he will secure like a spectacular win and finish in that and like defend the title. So I'm very happy for him. I'm really happy that I can be there and train with them. I'm really thankful. For the last fights, I was preparing with them, so they really affected my game plan, my style, and everything. So I will be going there soon. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for them all, and for Tom especially. He's my good friend.
While some fighters and analysts see Aspinall as unbeatable, Ciryl Gane himself isn't coming into this fight unprepared or lacking motivation. The Frenchman has made it clear that he's completely focused on reclaiming the heavyweight throne. His losses to John Jones and Francis Ngannou exposed weaknesses in his wrestling and grappling, but those experiences seem to have pushed him to improve. Heading into this fight, Gane's focus is reportedly sharper than ever, with heavy emphasis on his ground game to avoid being overpowered like before. He knows what's at stake and has made adjustments accordingly.
I'm confident for this fight. I don't want to talk of the after the fight. I'm confident for this fight. I want this belt, and I do my best during the camp for that. But everybody knows my strength already. I can move very well. I can manage the distance very well. My striking is a high-level striking, and so I'm gonna manage this. I do this for me. Like the target is the belt, and I'm not focused on the social media, the people outside. I'm really focused on my family, my friend, my team, my goal, my target, and training. This is a different mindset.
On the other side, Aspinall himself has been open about what he expects. He isn't taking Gane lightly, nor is he underestimating the improvements his opponent might have made. Aspinall recognizes that Gane has likely been working hard on his wrestling and overall MMA skill set, and he's preparing for every possible scenario. For him, this fight isn't just about defending a title, it's about proving he can adapt to any challenge that comes his way. The British champion's approach to preparation is all about balance. He trains with top-tier athletes in every area, striking, grappling, wrestling, so he can remain comfortable wherever the fight goes. While many assume he'll lean heavily on his wrestling given Gane's past vulnerabilities, Aspinall refuses to commit to one game plan. Instead, he intends to take the path of least resistance, adjusting on the fly depending on what happens inside the octagon. That kind of adaptability has become one of his defining traits, and it's what makes him so dangerous.
Finally, we're back after over a year hiatus. Everybody knows, I don't have to explain what's gone on, but this is no fault of my own that I've been off for a year. Me and Ciryl finally signed on the dotted line around about this time last year when I fought in Manchester, fought Curtis Blades. The original opponent was Ciryl Gane. Unfortunately, Ciryl Gane was busy that day. Ciryl was filming his Netflix series. Can't remember what it's called. I'm sure you can check it out now on Netflix. Ciryl was doing that, so he couldn't make that date either. And now we are matched up for the 25th of October, Abu Dhabi. Me and Ciryl. The fourth attempt is here, and this is Cyryl's third title shot. So we are going to try and get rid of Ciryl Gane from the title picture for good. Well, I am the best heavyweight in the world, but I want to show everyone that I'm the best heavyweight in the world. And I want to give him his third title shot loss and get him out of there.
Aspinall also believes Gane's past struggles could end up being his greatest advantage now. When a fighter experiences public setbacks like Gane did against Ngannou and Jones, they often come back stronger and more aware of their weaknesses. That's exactly what Aspinall expects to see, a version of Gane that's smarter, more patient, and better prepared for the grappling exchanges. He's not ruling out the possibility of a ground-heavy battle, but he's equally prepared for a pure striking contest. This mindset shows why so many see Aspinall as the future face of heavyweight MMA. He's not just powerful, he's calculated, humble, and aware of how quickly the sport can change. Gane, meanwhile, has the athleticism and striking fluidity that few heavyweights possess. He moves like a middleweight but hits like a heavyweight. And if he can keep this fight standing, things could get very interesting.
The easy thing would be to try to take Ciryl to the ground. Is it obviously going to be the game plan, or are you going to try to strike with Ciryl?
I think if I hit anybody, I can knock anybody out. And I think that Ciryl is no exception, but obviously there are some weaknesses in his ground game that we've seen. I'm sure he's improved. I'm sure we'll both be ready for anything.
As the fight draws closer, the debate only gets louder. Volkov, with his balanced take, sees a close contest that could swing either way. Pereira predicts a longer, more technical battle that could test Aspinall's patience. Almeida expects a dominant finish from the Brit, while Bude is outright confident his teammate will shine once again. And somewhere between all those, Ciryl Gane is quietly preparing for the biggest test of his career, hoping to silence the doubters who've already written him off. One thing's for sure, UFC 321 is shaping up to be a defining night for the heavyweight division. If Aspinall wins convincingly, it cements him as the undisputed king of the new generation.